Decided to stop in at my old stomping grounds cemetery. Shoot, went on my way. There's something I want to clarify. I want to be crystal clear about. This is not no Mafia Chronicles. This is not the place you're gonna come to get prison stories and all that. You know what I mean? This is not no Mafia Chronicles or none of that. I'm not here to give accreditation and validation to my involvement in any of it. That's not what this is about. There's a record, as I constantly state, with my name in it, that reflects everything that I'm talking about. And you could call anyone who knows me truly to the table to sit there and tell, you know what I'm saying, stories about me, the truth, in my presence. It'd be a different story. You know what I mean? And we're talking about the most prominent figures in the gangland, Arizona. Historically. This ain't that place. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is not Mafia Chronicles. I'm not trying to give this false impression about something that I'm not or that this is not. In fact, you know what I'm saying? I see how people have gotten on in YouTube, especially in that particular genre. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressed. No one I know is really impressed. The thing is that, you know, for so long people heard about these different characters that they idolized and worshiped that they never knew. And to hear stories, true stories from people that know them directly, it's a different story. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm speaking on those that I know personally. You understand what I'm saying? That I've had personal relationships with, and that it's noted that this is what my involvement has been. And well, you know, that's the question, what specifically, but that's neither here nor there, because like I said, that's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to impress no one with none of that, with nothing I've done in the past or know where I've been or no one I know, because nothing that any of us have done is impressive. It's not. I'm here to give the complete opposite impression of all of it. That's why now, you know, it is coming out in the fashion that it is, you know what I'm saying, in context, you know, and you see how these stories weave in and out. You see what I'm saying? A consistent timeline where anyone who knows me can be drawn into it and speak on it and complete the picture of what I'm saying. Not a bunch of loose stories that don't even fit. Just a bunch of pieces to a puzzle that don't even fit. That just there's no consistency in any of it. You know, and this was the mistake that I was making in, you know, when I started running videos to begin with, you know, because it was raw and I was dealing with raw emotion and I was running with it because I didn't care. Clearly, I didn't care. Anyone who's seen the videos clearly understood that about me. That wasn't no joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't California. This ain't that place. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing about it, is like, you see how certain people, they try to even incorporate the lingo from over there over here. Listen, to everyone in Arizona, you ignorant fucks. This is not the West Coast. There's no fucking coast here. I don't give a fuck what you think, what the fuck you were raised, you ignorant motherfucker. This is not the West Coast, motherfucker. If you're from Phoenix, Arizona, from Arizona, this is the Southwest, homie. Represent that shit or shut the fuck up. That's why you motherfuckers can't get nowhere. You're steady nut hanging. Get the fuck off them motherfuckers' dick and represent your own. All right? That's for the homies here. Let them do their thing, bro. Because for all of us that have been here, you know, that have been on the front lines with all of this shit, man, no matter what gangs you're from. If you go back to the 80s, 90s with this shit, man, you know it ain't no love between us and them. Nah, not like that. Not to sit there and try to make it seem like, oh, we've been like we politic together out here. We don't. We never did. Those stories, it's an anomaly. Like everyone from here knows it. Them incorporated stories of California is an anomaly. And we understand the story as it stands. And we have yet to hear from, there's still members outstanding and alive that were originals. The two founders. I mean, I'll get my pieces on them as well individually. Like I said, I'm gonna name people. I'll get around to it, but it's in context. Because as I said, I'm not impressed with none of that, dude. I'm not impressed with nothing I did in my past. So if you think that there is something to be impressed by any of it, or not. It was a waste of life for all of us. We sacrificed our lives for what? What was the glory? What was the honor? What was the respect gained in any of it when, look at now? There's no, listen, bro, what you guys don't understand is that from my perspective, and there's a lot of people that know this as well, that there's none of us that we don't have fingers pointed at us. That there's not going to be somebody that's going to say some shit about us. Yeah, it may not be this or that, but we know that homies will talk shit. There's some shit. But you get all these motherfuckers on here that give these false impressions like they're super thugs, super gangsters, superheroes, super hood, super thugs. You know what I mean? Like they super everything. Shut the fuck up. Like, and for all of you on here, man, you be using that term civilian, calling people civilian that are not active in gangs and shit. Bro, look up the fucking word civilian. It has no application outside of the military or law enforcement. None. You don't change the word, it doesn't apply. A civilian only applies to law enforcement or military. You people make shit up. Like, your gangster world is a figment of your own imaginations. And it's destructive in nature. It's deadly. But so long as you're getting paper, huh? So long as you got money, you got jewels, all that other shit. You gonna sacrifice your soul for a jelly roll? That's pathetic. What's even more pathetic is to come on here and pretend as if you're really trying to do some good for the youth by telling these stories. No, that you're lying to yourself by telling yourself that you're doing some good to the youth by telling these stories, exposing them to this harsh reality. No, because hard motherfuckers like myself as kids are going to try to outdo it. So now what do you got to say about it, huh? Because the fact of the matter is that you truly are trying to glamorize it. You know what I'm saying? You're letting a certain respectability to it that doesn't exist. What respect is there in gangbanging? Somebody please tell me in the comments, please comment. What respect is there in being in a gang or being a gang member and gangbanging? Please. Give me a list of what honorable, respectable, dignified things there is in being a gang member and gang activity. Because listen, I've done it all. I wouldn't give a fuck what gangster you name in American history. I wouldn't give a fuck. It's not impressive. That man must stand a man alone. Can that man stand here alone one-on-one? Is he willing to die for nothing? Because he's a fool enough to believe that he's got to come and prove something. That he's something, this impression, this character he's made, that's all every rapper is. Your mama didn't raise you that, boy. You're the product of your environment. You're delusional. And it's a delusion of grandeur because you can add a monetary value to it. But look at what you're doing to yourselves, in fact. Look at the conversations that are being had in the comments on your videos to all the prison genre and the street genres. Listen to the comments and the back and forth in your comments, what they're saying. Is this what you're trying to provoke? I mean, it's already exists. I mean, you throw a piece of shit out there, flies are going to come. See, the bug is coming to me right now. You see? That's all you're doing is you're throwing shit out there and you're attracting flies. That's it. Because we know that this shit sells. This shit was figured out a long time ago. This shit's become formulaic in the music industry. Do you not understand the consequences and repercussions of your actions? You know what I mean? Like, can you see past the point of, oh, I'm gonna go to prison for, I may go to prison for selling drugs? Can you see past the scarlet letter? Can you see past how difficult your life is gonna become? You can't imagine. That's why they don't sentence juveniles to life no more, bro. They can't imagine that. But see, the fact that grown-ass men don't understand that, can't fathom that, they can't preach that message to kids, that you're losing far more than just that moment. Because I'm 47 now, still trying to get over this. And how many of us in our 40s barely getting over it now? Going into prison as juveniles or going in young, gang banging and all this other shit we done. I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying? If you wanna profit, if you wanna profit off someone else's misery, man, and promoting, you know, those problems, and go ahead. But, you know, I need to hear some logic, some reasoning. You know what I mean? Like I need to, because that was the thing too. Is like I haven't tuned into a lot of that shit for a minute, because it's just like, dude, I know the vicious cycles of prison, dude. That shit doesn't change historically. So it's a different fucking nobody in there, fucking, that became a ghetto fucking celebrity in prison because he fucking stabbed somebody today. He killed somebody. He fucking, really because of the neighborhood he comes from, let's be honest. It's all about the neighborhoods they come from. But, you know, for us, we got to do better, bro. For ourselves first. But for the youth, man. Truly. I mean, if you're in your 40s, man, you got to be doing more than telling war stories, bro, like that. Like, you got to have a message behind it. You know what I mean? Other than, I tell you what they say after they give their readings, they tell all this stuff and other stories and stuff. See, that's why you don't want to go. That's why you don't want to go to prison. You see. That's why you don't want to go. That's why you don't want to go. Ain't instilling nothing in them moving forward. Like, you know, hey, man, you should be going to school and actually promoting those ideas and presenting, you know, legitimate shit like, hey, this is this place and that place. Nah, there ain't none of that. None of it. But see, that's why you shouldn't go. That's why you shouldn't do these things. That's why little homies are like, man, shut the fuck up, stupid PCK, you dumb motherfucker. That's what they think. I'm gonna leave you guys with that one, man. And I'm out. Peace.